Before I start, I'm going to offer you a rare warning. The events I'm going to tell you about are deeply saddening and may upset some of you. So if you have a weak resolve or are easily upset, please click on one of my other videos. Hey guys, I release new videos every week, so please subscribe for more. And if you have any suggestions or criticism, please leave it in the comments down below. If you're still here, I'd like to introduce you to the Watts family. They were your everyday family from Frederick, Colorado. The family consisted of 4 members with one on the way. Christopher Lee Watts, also known as Chris, was the father. Shannon Catherine Watts, the mother. And 2 children were 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste. Chris and Shannon had met in 2010 and got married 2 years later in 2012. Their 2 daughters were born in 2013 and 2015, and they lived in a 5-bedroom house that they had purchased in 2013. All seemed well with the family. From the outside, you wouldn't think that anything was wrong. On August 13, 2018, Shannon returned from a business trip to Arizona. She had caught a ride home with a colleague, and at 1:48 a.m. arrived at her home, where Chris was with the children. Later that day, when Shannon missed a business meeting, her co-worker had gone to her house to check up on her. When the doorbell went unanswered, she called Chris and the local police to inform them that Shannon was missing. The police had arrived at the Watts home to do a welfare check, with Chris arriving soon after. He gave the police permission to search his house, and among the things they found was Shannon's car still in the garage and her wedding ring on the bed. Chris talked with officers and discussed ways to locate his family. The next day, the FBI and the Colorado Bureau of Investigations joined the search. He gave interviews with various TV stations, pleading for the return of his family. However, everything believed by the public would soon turn out to be a lie. 2 days after Shannon's disappearance, on August 15th, Chris was arrested after failing a polygraph test. He asked to speak to his father and soon after confessed. He claimed that he was having an affair and asked for a separation. His wife, in a fit of rage, strangled their children, and angry at what she had done, he strangled her and out of fear dumped their bodies at an oil site. This too would turn out to be a lie. While their bodies would be located a short time later, exactly where he confessed they would, the true events that took place would only be revealed by a 5-hour interview with the investigators. Shannon had found out that Chris was having an affair, and on the morning of August 13, 2018, she threatened to take the children away and never to let him see them again. In a fit of rage, he strangled her in their bed. His 4-year-old daughter, Bella, witnessed him dragging Shannon's body downstairs and cried, asking him, "What's wrong with Mommy?" He then loaded Bella and Celeste into the back seat of his truck and put their mother's body on the floorboard below them. He drove them about 45 minutes to an oil site owned by his former employer. He then smothered Celeste, who was nicknamed Cece, with a blanket until she was dead. According to his account, his second daughter Bella, before he murdered her, asked, "Is the same thing going to happen to me as Cece?" Chris says he doesn't remember his reply, but he believes he simply said yes. He dropped his daughter's bodies in an oil tank and buried his wife a little further away. On November 6th, Chris pleaded guilty to the 3 murders. The death sentence was not put forward on request of Shannon's family, who did not wish for any further deaths. Chris was sentenced to 5 life sentences and an additional 48 years for unlawful termination of his wife's pregnancy, and 6 years for tampering with 3 bodies. I release new videos every week, so if you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or criticism, please leave them in the comments down below. Until next time, this is Darklight Productions, signing off.